Hi, welcome, Atlantis University community. Professor Lima here. It's always a pleasure to be with you, and I have two special guests today. Cinthia, Marin, José Baez, thank you for coming. We're going to talk about the Career Services Development course, the CSD 500. And I asked them to come to join me just to share their experiences, their comments, how the modules went, to let us know more about what they have done, what the experience were by doing the course. Cinthia, I'll start with you. Welcome. So tell me a little bit about your experience with the Career Services 500.
Thank you, Professor, for inviting us. It's a pleasure to be here. Yes, it's such a great experience to have the opportunity to get free access to these courses, because are courses that help you improve in your soft skills. Sometimes we think that meanwhile we are learning technical knowledge that is everything to succeed in our profession, but it is not, because the main base to reach that success that you're looking for depends on your social and your blunt skill, your soft skills.
Mm-hmm. Excellent. So, Jose, any comments from your side?
Yes. Well, thank you for inviting us here. Well, as Cinthia said, this model course, allows us how to view the different areas in our professional life, the different soft skills that we already have, and we need to develop during our professional life, and how to improve. It's the main point to get more information, to get more abilities, and how they go to our in our professional life. That will depend on us.
No, perfect. So just to give you a little bit for our audience as well, a little bit of understanding how this course was developed. I did a very large, some extensive research about what people are doing from a career service perspective. And I decided to develop this course based to be more introspective, to be a relationship with you in the modules. Each of the modules are independent, although they could be done in sequence. And they cover specific areas of career development, values, foundations, skills, the tools, launching your job search, et cetera, right? 10 modules. And I'm happy that you completed all the 10 modules, which is great. Congratulations. So tell me, Cinthia, any module caught more your attention? Everything was fine? Everything was the same? So how was your experience with the different modules of the course?
Each module is different, and each one gives you some extra knowledge that you think you could know, but actually if you have an introspection with yourself, you did not know as much as you can. In this case, the model that in my opinion was the best was about communication, because it motivates you to maybe to learn a little bit more, not only just how to talk or to talk to anyone, but to have an effective communication and how to be a good leadership. There was a phrase that I like very much, that it was, you don't want to communicate, you want to be a leader that inspires, you want to talk with heart, and you want to success with your own soft skills.
Perfect. So, Jose, any comments from your side?
Yes, in my case, well, the module I liked the most was relationship, because in our personal life and our professional life, we need to develop and improve all the relationships, the relationship that we already have, or we will have in our professional life. In this case, Cinthia said, this type of models are not need to develop one by one or in a sequence. In this case, we have the necessity to develop each in order to our necessity, in order to our needs. That's why for me this was the best one, and I already has the the necessity to improve that, because in my case the relationships, professional and personal, are the weakest.
So one thing I wanted to also communicate to our audience is that the course is available in English and Spanish. As I said, it's free. You can do it at your own pace. You don't have, you got a certificate when you finish. You got a certificate, additional certificate when you finish all the 10 modules. You get one certificate per module. So it gives you the opportunity to choose what you want to do, or what modules are more important to you, less important, more important. So, and also we have the integration with the soft skills, right?
Yes.
So each of the modules, for example, of career services, we have a soft skill element in that module.
Yeah.
For communication, as you mentioned, communication, interpersonal relationship, leadership, etc. So what was your impression? What was your feeling or your considerations about the portion related to the soft skills? Did you like it?
Yes, it was great because I had the opportunity to make like a career plan, and there was also a module that was about career management that allow us to establish goals and establish a set of steps that you should be taking in order to reach your goals. So that is very interesting.
It's interesting you say that, Cinthia, because it's very true. In any stage of your life, you need to have some goals and objectives in place.
Yes.
So that you kind of revisit those goals and revisit those objectives as you progress. But yes, the module of career planning gives you the opportunity for you to think, a little bit longer in terms of where you are today, where you want to go, with some realistic time frame. Don't need to be 10 years, 20 years, because nobody knows what's going to happen in 20 years. But you can think about 2 years, 3 years, some relatively short time, and then you can link all your activities in the university while you are a student and after the university as an alumni. What courses, what preparations, what experiences you wanted to have. So Jose, what are your comments on the soft skills?
Well, for me, the soft skill was really benefit for us in terms of decision making, because the decision making process that we need to take in the during time of our life, professional and personal, it is really important, because it's not need to work hard, but need to work with intelligence, with all the preparation that we already acquire in our life, in our period of time, that we need to give them to the community, to the corporates that we will to work. That's why we need to have a good decision making process, or good decision making thinking, because it will be more successful to you.
Yeah. So it's interesting because just for audience and for yourselves, the way the course was developed was a combination of best practices, look at what people are doing in the market, what I think is more viable based on my experience in terms of giving the people the chance to investigate what is the best thing for you, what your experience will be, and how this should go. I work with a consultant, which she is the author of the book that supports a lot of the development of the training, which is a Cengage book, and that is a huge integration of things that we put in place to form those modules, right? So we made it like flexible that different students in different levels of development, interests, and focus also could take advantage without having forced to do 10 modules, as you said. But I think, Cinthia, you have told me before that by doing all the modules, there is a huge benefit, right?
Yeah, it's such a very plus that you can take each module in the sequence that is suggested in the platform, because each one is related to the other one. First, you start with the communication, then you follow the next step, and you start investigating in yourself about your leadership skills, your values, your decision making, that will help you to have a better understanding understanding where you want to go, where you are now and where you want to go, or what you want to reach in your professional career, or maybe in the area that you want to develop yourself.
Oh, fantastic. What about your comments, Jose, on the doing the modules, doing the sequence? What you recommend?
Yeah, same as Cinthia said, there is no a specific point or a specific sequence to follow. In this case, you can learn about what you need or about what your necessities are. In this case, for me, the communication skill was the best and was I like the most, because the communication in a interpersonal relationship was really important, was really a necessity that also helps in order to improve all the relationship that we will have in the companies or in our personal life. That means that all these core or this model are needed each other or are related in each other, because you will have the chance to improve or make a development in your professional life, in your professional or personal life.
Right. So one of the things that I put a lot of energy into when I was building the course was the two things, actually. One was about the values. So what are your values or our values, core values, in terms of what we want to do, how we want to do it, what kind of environment or organization that we want to belong,
Yes.
which has to align with your own values, the culture of these or any organization that you're going to work. If there is a misalignment between your values and the organization values, there'll be a shock that will
Yes.
damage. You have to probably leave the organization, or it will be a very uncomfortable experience. That's one thing. The other one was about the preferences, what kind of job you want.
Yes.
If nonprofit, education, consulting, private company, small company, big company, global company, local company that travels a lot, that doesn't travel ever. So what is your thing that you like to work by yourself? You want to be an entrepreneur. What is your thing? So we wanted to also have that element, because once you have the value and the preferences well defined, which is very foundational, everything else comes, like your resume, your online presence, everything else will follow, your career management,
Yes.
because you already know what is important. So regarding these two things about values and about the preferences, what's your thinking on that regard?
Yeah, once you understand which are your preferences, that will help you to understand which are your needs for education, your
Right.
needs for your weaknesses, and to strengthen your weaknesses. In this case, when I take the model of preferences, I could notice that what was the point I want to reach, and I could find that I need to continue educate myself. I need to take some courses, because the area I want to develop, I have not like a lot courses, and I should take more. And it is very interesting, because once you make an introspection of yourself, you can know what steps you should take next.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Great. What about you, Jose? Any additional comments on that?
Yeah, about the preference, that this kind of model will help you to know what are your needs, what are you're preferring according to your life, to your professional development in a company or in your personal life. Also, as much important that other models are the tools that we need to improve our CVs, our LinkedIn, our professional life in other aspects, to give us that kind of strength to the others and give a better view in the professional life.
Well, just for the sake of any final comments, Any conclusions that you would like to share, Cinthia, in terms of your experience with the course, the Career Services 500?
Yeah, sure. If you will have the opportunity to take the course, I very suggest you that you take the course first in order so you can integrate each soft skills and each knowledge with each assignment that are in your platform. Then you can improve yourself, improve your way of thinking, the way you want to develop yourself as a professional, as a person even though, and to take more advantage of the courses that you're taking in the university, and it is free.
Fantastic. What about you, Jose? Any final comments?
Yes, as Cinthia said, the chance that the university and the Professor Lima give to us to take these models in order to improve our professional life, our development in our personal and working life, it's really good. If the Atlantis University community have the chance to take these courses, to take this model, it will be a great idea. The time that you will invest in there will be worth.
Oh, fantastic. Well, first of all, I wanted to thank your participation. It's always, to MBA students, it's always welcome to see you here, sharing your opinions. Welcome anytime to share what you're looking for. I just wanted to make a final comment to our audience that the Career Services 500 and the Career Services 300, those are two courses which are part of the general resources of Career Service, which we have the Job 360 session. We have the Career Service Resource Center, where you can find the job postings, you can find best practices, videos, white papers, lots of things, and we post positions on a regular basis there. So I invite you to investigate the Career Services 300 or 500. They are in English and in Spanish, so you can choose which one makes more sense to you. You will also have the chance to, when you do the modules, you will do the soft skills. You're going to do each module separately or together. Doesn't take that long, and you will always have the ability to come to me and ask questions, and always like to have individual sessions with the students so I can see what's going on, what's happening, what's in your mind. So anytime, I'm more than glad to see you. So thanks for watching. To the next podcast. Thanks very much. Have a great day.